Hello everyone, this is the Roy Lopez Rapid Arena, Spanish game it's also called. Starts with this position, which I'll talk about later. And we're in the middle of it. And it's a bit complicated. Thank you to all the new subscribers recently. So, no, that doesn't do too well. Very complicated situation, but I think they're better. The queen doesn't have a nice place to escape to. I am up a pawn. But now this bishop looks really dumb. My pieces are okay, except this rook's not so hot. Yeah, their rooks are good. My rooks are less good. Just based on feeling, I prefer their position over mine. But possibly it's a bit complicated. Idea is after takes here, they're forking right away. Now, if takes, I take the rook. Takes, we exchange the queens. Now their pawns look stupid. I have a bishop pair. This bishop is dumb. My bishop is being attacked, so I should probably. I mean, I could. No, I don't think that's good. I think we're gonna take. Also stopping this. And let's go here. Oh, hey, Altimash. How you doing? You want to challenge me? I'm doing rapid. I can take a challenge. Or are you going to join the tournament or something? I want to go here so that thou... Okay. Okay, nice. H4 is played. And after this, what do we got? I can exchange pawns with this move. But I lose my bishop. It's not good. Also, there's rook takes. Now, I think that was a mistake because now getting the pawns out there. I was hitting this. These two pawns are going to be strong. I would love it if they would take that. Please take that pawn. With check, huh? With check, huh? Rook d5. I had to take this with check. Take here and protect. Want to protect the pawn so I can free up my knight. I mean, they're super losing. Super losing. Castles and d4. We've actually run into this a lot, actually, already. Knight takes d4. And e5. Rook e8. Computer says c5. Takes. Whoops. Here. Sadistic Tushy streaming up in here. Where's Sadistic Tushy? Oh, they're there. I think they had some tricks in store, but they're like, now the tricks. I think I dissolved their tricks, but you know, we got a long game ahead of us, hopefully. Crazy. Going insano mode. My opponent's like, whoa. What? Total insano mode, bro. We're going for it in the Luca Kingdom. Pure insano mode. They're probably thinking right now that their opponent looked at an engine or something. I wish. No, not really. But, no. My guess is they're losing. I think they're losing. But, I'm not sure. This is... I don't think this is the opening that they dreamed of, though. You know? This can't be the opening that they dreamed of. Their dream of dreams opening. Nah. I don't think so. Wonder, does the bishop come here maybe? Maybe takes here. All kinds of fun shenanigans. Down to a minute. They're feeling the pain. I love this move that I did, man. This was beautiful. What are you going to take with? Moment of truth. And I'm hitting the queen. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And with this threat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, so beautiful. Up 7 points. Look at these pieces over here. Maybe this tactic, I didn't realize this pawn is very close to having a fun time. Huh. Weird. Well, I can just run down their clock at this point. No problemo. Can I do it again? 2,000 player down. A few streams ago, I beat Sadistic Tushi. 70,000 subscribers. They got their 2,500 in bullet, and I'd like to play them again. Let's see, does it have it here? Our games. If I go to their profile, can I see the games together? I don't know. There's got to be a way to see our games together. Well, castle. I want to go martial attack, martial gambit here. Boom. And it's very sharp. I don't know if my opponent will want to go into those lines. We'll see. We will see. They're thinking. So they win a pawn, but I'm gonna get a very nice looking attack in a few moves. So they're seeing that I'm moving very quickly. I think they're a little worried, actually. Or maybe they don't know the theory. You can have a very strong thinking player who doesn't know the theory. And we go here. Rook goes back, queen goes here, and they've got to play g3. That's the only move for them at that point. So I don't know really what they're thinking about. Maybe they don't know the position, which is good for me. This loses instantly to the sacrifice, and here we just go up here. Now I've run into a few things. This is the main line. And after this, bishop here, f3 is really bad. I played that with the white pieces before, and I got demolished. And I checked the computer. Now here, I think I'll probably still do this. I faced this once or twice already. They want to trade off the queens because they have their pawn ahead. And we'll play like this. So I'm a little bit out of my preparation at this point. But I think I'm ahead of Victor. I don't know if they want to give up that bishop. And the beautiful thing about the martial attack, look at their pieces back there, doing nothing. So I think probably I want to get the rook on e8. I have ideas of here. They just go back. So probably... Okay, they're blocking these ideas. Let's throw this in. I think I can maybe go f5. It's a very vicious attack, in my opinion. Okay. There are lines where the bishop takes here because they won't. It'll be threatening checkmate, but then they won't have this because of this. But right now, I think this looks more interesting to me. Not sure what the right move was, but this doesn't work because I'm hitting it twice. If they move the knight, I can take here. It looks pretty bad for them. Queen is 4 moves away from the knight. They've really got nothing to threaten with the knight, really. Are they from Vietnam? Me? It seems like... Sounds like a Vietnamese. But Victor? I don't know. Okay, and I can just take the knight. I'm up a piece for 2 pawns. So that's not too bad. It's even fairly good, if I may say so. This rook is doing nothing. They probably want to develop that. I also want to develop my rook. This bishop could sack in certain lines, we'll see. But I can also just play solid because I'm up material. Let's do this. Possibly I want to get my queen here, maybe. We can trade pieces, but the thing is, they're looking at this, and they take the bishop. So let me think. Thing is, I think I'm okay possibly here. Possibly. Maybe not really. I don't think I'm okay. Because they throw in this check. I have to block. Yeah. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. So, they're up a pawn. Well done, Victor. But they've used half of their time on the clock. Still, it's probably a draw. But I have to think carefully. It's probably a bad move. And I'm just trying to exchange rooks, not because I think it's good, but because I want to get to the next game. I just want to get to the next game and speed things up. But if I were playing to win, or well, playing to draw, I would probably not take the rooks off the board. Try to wind down their clock. So, yeah. So I'm just doing this in some lines where the kings are over here. I'll have an extra move to prevent zugzwang in some lines. So that's the idea behind here. Now they might do this immediately. If I were them, I might. I think they're maybe thinking about that. But yeah, if the kings start moving over, then actually this side of the board is a little better for me just because I have that extra optional move. Yeah, and I think they're playing smart. They want to use their pawn majority. So they got to start moving over here on the queenside. Though the queens are no longer on the board. If anybody wants to challenge me, anybody watching, we got Lichess, we got chess.com. If you want to challenge me, there's the info. I can play both at the same time, and just let me know in the chat though that you challenged me. Okay, they're almost down to 3 minutes. That's good for me. They're trying to put me in zugzwang, which is a good idea. And I'm basically in zugzwang as far as I can tell. Here's it looks pretty bad to me. Takes, and then they have the passed pawn. So here at least, I'll get a passed pawn if they do this. It's a free pawn. So it's kind of the same situation in both of these areas here. So we'll see. I mean, they're up a pawn, but it's possible that my position might actually be kind of good. They might be in zugzwang, meaning they have no good moves. Knight moves, or sorry, the king moves away, I move in, and I have this extra potential move. Okay, that's probably a good idea. Now again, we can... Now if I go here, they don't want to take. They'll go here, I think. But I think we're still in some kind of zugzwang. Maybe. Maybe a kind of zugzwang. We'll see. Pawn king endings are always more complicated than you would think. It's kind of a mistake to assume that they're simple. So I come here. They can't move here with the king. They don't want to do this, so I can come in here. And then, but then here. Yeah. And then they're winning. So wait a second. But they should move here. They don't want me coming in here for sure. They also don't want me coming in here. Gotta move here. I think they're winning after that, to be honest. But they only have 90 seconds on the clock. And they're thinking, how can I win? Right? I don't care if we draw. So... I don't see what they're thinking about. I would do this right away. Wow, okay, they were calculating out some crazy shenanigans. But there's no way. This has to be good. Just trying to doubt. I spoke quickly. There's hope for a draw possibly going this way. Let me calculate a bit. Takes... I'm still in this square. So they have to also move their king in. And then I'm pushing here. I'm making it to here maybe? No, they do that. No, I lose. I lose. It was a good little mental exercise. So, let's see here. Played a marshal. This is all theory. Queen to f3. I faced before. It's a rare move, as you can see. 3%. Bishop g4. Queen g2. Queen h5. And they took. So, computer says equal. And they say, the computer says that's a mistake. There's one game here in the database from 2005. But you want to take back, and then... So, there's supposed to be -2 here. So that's good in the opening for me. But let's suppose if bishop f4 here, bishop h3, g4, crazy line, and then ignore it. What a crazy line. Okay. But anyway, they played here, and then computer says there, like I did. So far, I'm doing like top level moves and computer moves. So that's good. And I've got a strong advantage. At some point, I blunder right here. So let's see. Computer move. Computer move. Computer likes F5. Here. I had to move back. Okay, but I'm still supposed to be at an advantage. But I gotta take with the queen. A very complicated game. I'll have to analyze it more in the future. I was gonna analyze the end as well. So let's bring that back up if we have time. The end as well. Well, they were winning the whole time. There's nothing I could do. They're just winning. I was trying my best. Interesting. That was a good game. They played very well. The better opponent won. Anyway. Yeah, so anybody want to challenge me on Lichess or chess.com? Can do that. The next game will start in 2 seconds, but I need to maybe hit resume here. But yeah, these are 10-minute games, so sometimes I play with viewers at the same time. Like I've said before, we've got Statistic Tushi, and I've played them once and I beat them. And they are not doing that well in this tournament today. Where are they? Where's they're 13th, okay. Yeah, strong player. Can I see? I want to see our game that we played together. Oh, maybe later. Mr. Duck 88. So I'm asking to do the martial attack again. If they play C3, we get to do the martial attack, which was the same as last time. So they've done this. This is theory says that this is, well, it might be equal. It's just sort of passive play. White is not really using their advantage here. But I don't really know anything more than that about the move. Now, D5 might be some kind of crazy line. Probably, if I want to win, I'll probably do something safer like this. But I'm really curious what will happen after D5. Okay, bishop G5. Alright, let's poke that a bit. Taking. Okay. Now, I'm kind of curious about this line. Takes. Oh, never mind. So let's get this bishop out of here. I don't want that bishop hanging out there. So they played smart though. With my bishop on B7. With their pawn here, it's really pointing at nothing. So I'm trying to reroute this bishop to somewhere that's more annoying. So that's weakening their king side. It's not losing or anything. It's just weakening the king side. So my pawns are stupid. I'm not getting out of the opening what I wanted, that's for sure. Possibly d5 was a mistake, which I kind of suspected. But like I said, I wanted to see what happens. I wish I could put pressure on here, but there's just really no way. I'd have to get my bishop over here or something. Ain't happening. Now, let's put pressure on the... Never mind. I was thinking putting pressure here, but my own pawn is pretty blocked up. That's my only idea right now, is putting pressure on this pawn. I can still do it like this. They're expecting me to whatever. I'm just losing. It's terrible. But I'll try to maybe get a perpetual, if possible. I'm bluffing. Straight up. But I win a piece here. So now I'm actually better than them. My position is better than theirs. So that's good. Although they have these pawns are kind of intimidating, but hopefully I'm okay. Strong bishop pair. Having a bishop pair against knights, sorry, against rooks, can be really strong. But I gotta get this bishop in a better situation. The bishop is hanging. So I gotta protect against checkmate. It's actually their position. Their position might be better at this point. It's a little weird. I want to get my king out of here. Yep, I messed up at some point, obviously. Okay, so d3 is a move. They can play it. It's a legal move. And d5, questionable. 1% here. Not scoring too well, admittedly. And we don't want to play d5. So we got bishop b7, d6. Those are better moves. So if they play d3, I think d6 can't be too bad, right? But I wonder... Yeah. I was thinking of h6. But... not too popular. So I missed a tactic. Here... and then takes that way. But I still want to... Why is this so much better, though? Because the queens are still on the board, I guess. Interesting. So I think queens on the board still with horrible protection for the king is going to be better than trading the queens. Combination of queens on the board plus terrible king safety is better for me. I think that's the lesson. Alright. Lesson learned. Okay. I was trying to find my games with sadistic Tushi. How do I see the games that I've had with someone? Possibly... No. So the main moves were castles or d6. This is not a main move, and I think the reason... I don't know. I think I gotta play this. Maybe it is a viable move. Might be a viable move. Castles is played, and try to get the knight over here. Okay, so they're threatening to take, but I think I just take this pawn. I win a pawn. Can even take back without destroying my pawn structure. So I'm up a pawn. Let's move back. So I'm just doing this, limiting the knight's moves because I want to play here. But now I kind of like this more. Now they moved it. They might just move it back. Play some positional chess. I think I'd like to get f4 in at some point. So possibly now we destroy their pawn structure. So I'm up 2 points now. After the desperado tactic. And anytime, I mean, this pawn structure is terrible. Now at any time that I'm threatening the exchange, that's a real threat at this point. So, I mean, if I were in their position, I'd resign, but this whole thing is so solid. I have all my pawns. Yeah, I get f4. Well, it's not protected. I gotta be a little careful. Push it away. I move back. Takes. Push it away. I move back. Takes. Still have all my pawns. Fork the pieces. Okay. So, after bishop to b7, c3. Okay, what did I think? Oh, because I'm looking at Sadistic Tushi's database. Masters. Okay, d3 is a move, but yeah, it's between c3, d4, d3. d4 is scoring better, so this is what I want to try to remember. Bishop, b7, d4. Let's check the main line a bit. Knight takes. And we throw in this bishop takes. Let's just see here. If king takes here, and then queen takes. So very interesting. d4. Bishop b7, d4. Okay. Bishop b7, d4. Because that's not main line. That's a serious sideline. And d4 is probably the reason that that's a sideline. Alright. So I'm going to berserk against them, and we'll castle. This tournament, I've been trying to get the martial attack as much as possible. This is an anti-martial line, so I'm going to play standard closed Roy Lopez theory. Now we can go for this. It's like it's a Shigorin, right? This is standard close. Well, normally, no. Normally the pawn is here. And pawn here. And we have a Shigorin, or what else can we do? We can do the Archangel. And there's a Briar as well. Now, it looks weird. Is this the right time? I think it's the right time for it. It looks stupid, but I told myself I'd try to play some kind of Briar line. Now, the pawn is normally is on c3, so it's probably not theory. But the idea is we get the knight here. Can actually be interesting. But I think first let's trade this off if we can. Now this looks a little cramped for my bishop. But whatever. So now, yeah, I'm not too good at Roy Lopez theory. Let's see. I think I'm playing for this. 1, 2, 1, 2. This should be a bit annoying for them, I think. They gotta, I mean, that looks like hell. They chose so bad. Why aren't they thinking? That's the thing about people, like, typically people under 1600 on Lichess. You're in crucial situations, it's very complicated, and they're not thinking. I mean, I would take. This is terrible. Anyway, whatever. And I'm up 3 points here. Up a piece. So, their pawn structure. They've got 2 isolated pawns. I have 1 isolated pawn. This knight has. Wow. Look at the adventure that this knight has gone on. From here to here to here to here, and replacing this knight has gone and switched to the other knight position. So that's funny. Yeah, easy winning game. Now I did berserk, so I gotta keep that in mind. I let them fork. Still up in exchange. Should probably control this as soon as possible. And got ideas of putting the queen here. They want to trade? I'll trade. That's bad for you. Definitely bad for you. I've got no back rank issues at all. Now they're unscrewing their pawns, and I'm only up a pawn. Or a... Well, it's a good exchange for me. And I can take this pawn as well, so let's do this. Two fast pawns. Can always take this maybe at some point. Like right now. Here, but here. And easy peasy. No problemo. Looks like I should have a tactic, but yeah, we can do this. We could have done that at any point. Not sure what the king is going to accomplish over there. Go here, go here. Yeah. It's sort of fun predicting your opponent's moves. Let's just poke. I like poking my opponent. Get stuff like this. Why are they still playing? Who knows? You know, the world has many mysteries. Many mysteries under the sun here. I think they resign now. No? My opponent absolutely loves pain. They love feeling pain in their spare time, apparently. Okay. So, the old H3 anti-martial attack. H3 is the second most popular move. And bishop b7. d6. Bishop b7 more popular. d6 also, but white has a good win ratio there. So maybe go for bishop b7. And only good move for white, probably d3. d6. Let's look at the main line a bit. a3. Now these two, and maybe the third move. It's fairly split between these three moves. It's a little complicated. Let's go back to the tournament. But I'll try to remember. H3, and we can play bishop b7. Or, like I played, we can play d6. Two possibilities. And just 5 minutes left on the tournament. Looks like I think I've won more than half my games here. 48 out of 743. That's okay. All right. Castles. I'll invite the marshal. I don't think they'll play it. They might. Possibly I should have played this. Probably should have played that. If I can get this in, I'll be happy. I don't like this pin. I think we're supposed to trade. Not too sure. Knights on the rim are dim. Ideas come here, and the knight will not have these squares, although they might just block here. But we can just get developed. Still gotta worry about this, but takes, and then I can move out of the way. Wasn't really expecting them to move there. I don't want to trade. They can take this, I guess. I should probably... This runs into here. Yeah. Maybe I should have accepted the trade. Nonetheless, I like having the bishops. And actually... Not too sure about all this business here. And they have the bishop pair too. It makes it really hard to get my rooks in on these positions. Possibly, I don't know, here. Now I like this move. If takes, this doesn't matter. It's a good old fork on the bishops. They can't move back to protect each other in some weird way, because they could never protect each other unless you're playing Fisher Random. In Fisher Random, do they have the bishops on the same color sometimes? I think so. So I think their position is falling apart after that last move. Probably. Hopefully. And what else can they do? They can actually, I mean, this is, yeah, what can they do? It might be some crazy tactic. Position's a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated, this position. So I'm up 2 points. I'm hitting the dark squared bishop. This doesn't really matter, though it does screw up my pawn structure, and they can take the pawn. So, but you know, where can this bishop Go here, I guess. Could go here. I don't see how they protect it. Now, I don't know if this matters too much. I think I should probably kick the knight. Before kicking the knight, I'd like to go here, because if I kick the knight, not sure. Anyway, let's kick the knight now. Now they probably take here. But if they take here, I have the, they got to take with the bishop. Otherwise, I have to remove the defender trick. Although they could take with the here with check. But then I hit here and threaten the knight. So let's just develop a piece. I could get this rook out at some point. Okay, they took with the bishop. Good, good. I think it adds a lot of pressure going here. Fake pressure, you know? So let's go over here. And I just want to get this rook out. But I can't yet because of the fork. So, I probably need to protect that pawn, no problem. B4 is played. Eat the pawn. They are not meant to be not eaten. Eat them. I know they want to get this fork in if I move the rook here. I know what you're thinking, bro. I know what you're thinking. What's the trickiest possible move I can play? I don't know. Where would I like my knight to be? I mean, here is okay, except that we've got the knight there. I think let's just bring the knight back. But the thing is, after takes, rook d2 is annoying. Go here, because coming back here protects the rook. Ah, but they can take with check. No. They take with check. Taking with check is a problem. So, I don't really want to move away. I can't move here because I don't want to give it the pawn. Play kind of weighty move while I'm thinking. They only have a minute on the clock. I wanted to move here anyway, thank you. Okay, interesting. So, do we have this now? Let's just do this. Not that it really improves anything, but if we trade rooks, I think that helps me more than it helps them. Okay. I'll just see what they do here. Kind of curious. Because they gotta defend this or they move it. Okay. I think I can just take that. If they move this knight, I take here. Well, I gotta take back here first because it's hitting here. I mean, actually, I could have taken it and maybe. I'm +2 anyway. So they're threatening this pawn. I just move it forward. So the king cannot move here, but it can move here. But then I move here, so it's not a big deal. So I'll give this check. But now my pawn is very unprotected. I could take their pawn, or I could protect my pawn. Moving it here is not enough. Let's do this, and problem with that move is that they fork my 2 rooks. I can give a check though, but looks a little weird. Maybe I do this. Let's see how they react. 20 seconds, buddy. When you have a lot of time against an opponent with only 20 seconds, just take your time, think really hard, and make moves that are really good and really complicated, where they, you know, they have to really think out the lines, because unless you're just crushing them, then you can just move quickly, I guess. So they have 15 seconds on the clock. I probably could do almost anything and win. What is confusing for them, though? I want to confuse. What is confusing? I think this is a little confusing. Threatening to move with check. They're thinking, can I take the pawn? There's just so much to think about. Let's just give some checks and just take the W. Yeah, like I'm gonna give you a draw. Well, I know the tournament, so it's 1 in the morning, 1:10 in the morning here. Okay then. That's a full day of chess for me. Maybe I'll just play for enjoyment a little bit. I wanted to only show rated actually, but okay. And what other tournaments are there right now? Play a little Horde maybe. I love Horde. It's so weird. But I really believe that it helps with chess. I can tell that they're kind of noob. It's funny. Yeah, we're gonna destroy this opponent. They don't know how to play Horde, I'll tell you that right now. Probably Korean, Hyunjin Korean. I like their names, so we'll give them a follow. I forgot it's 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes to kill all these pawns. GG. I don't want to play a strong opponent in Horde. Maybe can I create a game of Horde rated and 3-1. Let's do it. I'm a 1668 question mark in Horde, huh? But you know, okay, good. I want somebody similar rating to me. I don't really know what I'm doing in Horde. Maybe now I do know what I'm doing. A little bit. Maybe. Maybe. So a lot of different disparate concepts in this kind of play that meld together. I have a few sort of thematic ideas at this point. Okay, good moves. They win a bunch of pawns. Very good. And I keep feeling like black is just generally better. I prefer black in Horde. He takes b5. I should have taken with the rook first. Then I'm forking. You don't want to put your queen out in front of the rook. Queen is crucial. Okay, mistake. wasted a lot of tempo. Here, probably. Looking tight. Not sure what to do. It's feeling tight. Feeling the pressure. Get inside their base, but this queenside here is looking a little dubious. It's looking a little dubious. That's fine, because now this is weak. Even they protect it, sack the rook. That's what they're thinking about. I'm a little nervous about all this shenanigans. I'm very nervous. I can't stop them from queening, can I? They're gonna queen. This is Horde. Do you know Horde? You were talking about challenging me on chess.com, so yeah, we played on chess.com. So I'm guessing you don't know Horde. Horde is on Lichess. And it's what it looks like. It is what it looks like. It's kind of interesting. It's actually very interesting. Because I think I'm guessing if you play this a lot, you start to understand things about pawns and pawn structures, right? That you wouldn't normally learn just playing chess. Or at least you might learn them faster with Horde. So that's what I'm interested in. But this opponent is quite strong. I'm fairly new to Horde, that's why there's a question mark next to my rating. I think my thematic ideas don't work. They take with their knight. Yeah, they're just crushing me. They crush. I don't know how to play this game. Very complicated. So they play e5, so I gotta play that against them and see what to do. But I already have them thinking, at least. Or they're just pouring another cup of coffee or something, who knows. Yeah, tell me about the gambit. Tell me how that's done. One idea is to lock down one side of the board, like this is a little bit locked up here, and then play on the other side. So far this looks a lot better than the last time I was black against this opponent. I think it looks a lot better. Also, my general philosophy is I tend to if I can sacrifice a piece for 2 pawns, I'll probably do it. For 1 pawn, no, you want to go for sacrificing a piece for 2 pawns if you can. I tend to bring out my queen a bit early as well. But I don't really know what to do, to be honest. Rook passant. Yes, that's my favorite move. The rook passant. Let's go on an adventure with the queen. The idea is actually threatening take here. If takes, I get on the back rank. So that's kind of the idea, is you want to get this queen on the back rank and just start eating everything. And I thought, well, they probably do this. And I thought here, and we'll see. And so, like, if you're a noob, you move a lot of these, you just push all your pawns forward, but it creates problems because it creates, like, if they move this pawn forward, it creates a route to get on the back rank. So if you're new to Horde, you probably want to keep these pawns intact. That's what I do anyway. Now I think this is interesting, but what if they attack? Yeah, I think it's interesting. If they attack my queen, I just take here. And otherwise, I'm taking here. Brilliant move, thank you. Wait, I didn't count on this. I was thinking of this. You know, I forget that they can move this by 2. See, like, when I played recently, I wasn't really sure if they could. Dang it. I lose the queen, don't I? Oh, it's falling apart. I screwed up. Yeah, yeah. Recently, I wasn't even sure if you could do that. You can do it with these pawns too, I think. Both of these pawns can move forward by 2, so I wasn't thinking about that at all. My mistake. Yeah, that's my excuse. This person is bored playing against me. They just crushed me 4 times. So let's go back to the tournament. There's a Horde tournament right now. Let's go back to that. Arena and Horde tournament. 2 minutes, 0 seconds. Rapid with you. Challenge me. Challenge me on chess.com. And send me a message when you've done the challenge. So everyone plays e6. I shouldn't be moving these pawns too much. But a little bit might be okay. It's just a very complicated game. I don't trust this person. I think they are in a new account. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. But they're moving so quickly. It's hard to believe that I'm sure they've played Horde more than 10 or 15 times. So okay. Here's the challenge. There we go. Go for it. Okay, I won on that board. Good, good. Is this the Matucha Gambit here? Mathucha. Mathucha. I'm a little nervous castling into that side of the board. Let's throw this in. Instantly played. Attack. Attack the center. So, I have a huge space advantage here. That's nice. Material's even. A mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. They win after that. You don't want to give up that pawn. So let's play for this. Enough of Horde. I'm gonna focus on this game. Did you take my rook? I wasn't even paying attention. You took my rook. How dare you? Does it show the material? Yeah, +5 for you. If I take with the queen, you can take with the rook, so take with the knight. I still have a good space advantage. These pieces are doing nothing, so might be okay. You have no king safety, really. I give up. Let's play again a proper game where I'm focused. You're gonna take my knight. So, King G7. Now that I'm focused, plays out a little different, right? Adolf Chesler. So I'm up 3 points now. Threatening here, which just exchanges queens. Protecting this pawn. We can come back. Queen doesn't need to be at the front of the attack. We can do other ideas. Just play solid. This bishop is doing nothing. We're up 3 points. Just play solid. These are the ideas here. Queen is difficult to dislodge because 4 squares away from this knight, 3 squares away from this knight. Light square bishop is never hitting that square. And if we trade queens, that's good for me since I'm up material. Little bit of risk in this move, but trading pieces is good. This knight is worth trading. It's a good knight for black. Now maybe rook here, maybe. I'm not too sure. These ideas here. Queen is protected. Oh, I blundered. I moved awfully quickly. And I blundered it. Good job. Now you're +3. +4. So, probably losing. Definitely losing. You got it. I think that's it for me today. Stream is almost 2 hours and I did a stream before that. Thanks to all the new subscribers recently, and have a nice day. We'll play more again in the future. Hopefully I'll get better at chess in the meantime. GG. GG. Yep, alright. That's it for today. I'd like to play more. I kind of do want to play more. But I should go to bed. It's, what? 1:47 here? Maybe a little bullet. Well, I think if I can play more. Attack, attack, attack. Not too sure here. They'll give up a knight. It's probably a good sacrifice. Yeah, I think that's a good sacrifice from them. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. They checkmate me. So depressing. I just want to end it with a win. That's all. Just really want to end with a win. Thanks. Thank you very much. No, it was going so well. Not rematch. New opponent. Just gotta end it with on a good note. They should sack that. I thought way too long, of course. No, I keep screwing up. Keep going until we win. Keep going until we win. Not really good to be playing these moves. But if it's making them think, it might be okay. Yeah, this is just not good. Here, and they attack. They just keep attacking me. And I'll check the chat after the game. They have a fork, but I don't think it matters. I can take or check and stuff. Alright, now we just play silly. They only have 5 seconds. How do we play silly, though? Not sure. Threatening this. Okay, we won one. Thanks. All right, that's it for today. Thank you. See you next time. GG's.